After every few months, we see some new tools hitting the market. That's why today we thought of talking about some freshly launched tools from your favorite brands: DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, and a few more. This time, the focus is clearly on better control, improved efficiency, and long-term use. So let's not wait any longer because we're just as excited to talk about them. Let's start with something that feels long overdue: storage that actually works around the way we move. ToughBuilt's new StackTech drawer box is part of a bigger setup, with the rolling toolbox, a large version, and a standard box that all snap together like they were built to travel as a team. They're made to work together like puzzle pieces, and the system's design shows someone finally paid attention to what it's like hauling gear around different sites. First thing you'll notice is that self-aligning top. It's not just stack and hope. They self-align, lock in automatically, and show a clear indicator so you know it's solid. No double checking, no second pull. The center latch opens smooth with one hand, which makes a difference when you're juggling gear. Inside, you've got a clean tray setup, plus steel rails on the sides that take add-ons without any tools. It's built tough. It's IP65 rated and has steel corners and a solid lid, but still light enough to move around without feeling clunky. Now, let's talk about something that quietly speeds up your day. The DCE 154 from DeWalt is a copper tubing cutter that doesn't overcomplicate things. It cuts from 1/4 to 1 1/4 inch copper with no head swaps, no tweaks, just slide the pipe in and go. It has that auto-size head which just fits whatever pipe you're cutting. It's fast, not just in cutting, but in how little you have to mess with it. And the pivoting head helps a lot when you're tucked into tight spots or leaning over awkward angles. The trigger's responsive, so you're not overcutting or slipping past the mark. It runs on the 20-volt max platform and gets up to 550 cuts per charge. That's not a guess, it holds up. You grab it because it works, not because you need to be impressed by it. Here's another release from DeWalt that fixes a small but frustrating job. The DCE 710 takes the boring, repetitive task of deburring and makes it quick, clean, and a lot easier on your hands. It's battery-powered, works on pipes up to 2 inches, and handles both the inside and outside edges in one go. It's not flashy, but it's sharp, literally and functionally. You've got a paddle trigger and a variable speed switch, so you're never guessing how much pressure you're putting in. It just feels precise, without needing to be overly careful. CPVC, soft copper, or any other delicate materials, no problem at all. And you don't need to worry about the blades. They don't rust, and swapping them out is smooth. It's Tool Connect ready and trackable, which is handy if you're running inventory. But honestly, even if you're not, it's just nice having a tool that does one thing right without slowing down the rest of your day. From Makita, here's a new tool that packs a punch in a small frame: the Makita GBU02 Compact Blower. It's part of the 40-volt XGT line, and this one's made for pros who want quick cleanups without carrying around a bulky blower. It pushes out up to 127 CFM at 221 miles per hour, which is impressive for something that's just over 20 inches long. It runs for up to 30 minutes on high with a 4 amp-hour battery. That's more than enough time to clear off your truck bed, job site work area, or even those shop corners where dust always settles. The grip feels good in hand, with soft rubber that adds comfort without slipping. You've got 3 speed settings, so if you're dealing with delicate surfaces or just need a quick blast, you can dial it in. Plus, the 8-inch rubber nozzle helps protect the work surface and won't get banged up during transport. With XGT's built-in digital communication, the tool monitors heat and load, which protects the battery and keeps performance strong when the job gets intense. Now, this next one, Makita's 16 5/13 inch circular saw, is the largest cordless circular saw in the world, and it's built for serious cutting. We're talking 6x lumber, pressure-treated beams, and even wood logs. It's cordless, yet it beats most of them with cutting speeds that are up to 30% faster. It comes with a 5 amp-hour battery, and one full charge gives you around 75 cuts in 6x12 material. Plus, it can handle 6 1/4 inches of depth at 90 degrees and 4 3/13 inches at 45. Lighter yet tough. It's about 24 pounds with a compact, ergonomic aluminum build that's nearly 4 pounds lighter than Makita's own corded model. You've also got stops built into the bevel at 15 degrees, 30 degrees and 45 degrees, with a strong support handle that makes it easier to control. The blade stabilizer keeps cuts clean, and the low noise output is a bonus when you're on a tight indoor job or working in a quiet zone. And it's a part of the XGT family, which means it runs cooler, communicates smarter, and handles high loads with ease. Now let's roll into what Bosch has got. Alright, this one from Bosch kind of makes you pause, not because it's flashy, but because it just works in a smart way. You're getting 3 full 360-degree laser lines, horizontal and 2 vertical, so you're covered from all angles. Layouts, alignments, leveling, it's all in one shot. And it's got the green beam, not the usual red, which is way brighter. It pops, especially if you're working somewhere with overhead lights blasting. It's accurate, tight enough to trust for trim, tile, whatever, like an 1/8 inch at 30 feet. And if you're using a receiver, you can stretch that range out to 330 feet without losing precision. For flexibility, you've got the 12-volt battery for the long haul, but if that dies mid-task, you can pop in AAs and keep moving. And with Bluetooth built in, you can tweak settings from your phone. You're not walking back and forth just to dim the thing or switch modes. It feels solid too, IP65 rated with a tough rubber wrap. Not heavy, but not toy-like either. It's the kind of tool that just fits into your setup and doesn't slow you down. Next, the Bosch GDS 18V-350 is a mid-torque impact wrench that fits in tight spots but hits way above its size. It's only 131 millimeters long, yet pushes out up to 410 pounds of breakaway torque. That's strong enough for stubborn bolts, but still easy to control for daily fastening. The brushless motor keeps it running cool and efficient, while the weight stays low, just 2.4 pounds without the battery. You've got 3 speed settings to fine-tune how much torque you want, and there's an auto bolt release that stops spinning once the bolt breaks loose. That little feature helps you avoid dropping fasteners when you least expect it. It's built for speed and convenience. There's a belt clip to keep it close, LED lighting for dim work zones, and a smooth user interface to swap between modes or check tool status. It also works on the AmpShare system, so if you already got Bosch 18-volt batteries or tools from AmpShare partners, you're ready to go. This is one of those tools you grab once and end up using on nearly every job, light, smart, and full of power. This tool cuts like a scalpel but hits like a hammer. The Milwaukee M18 Fuel 10-gauge nibbler brings fast, clean cuts in thick steel, 10-gauge mild and 12-gauge stainless, with full control even on tight 2-inch radius turns. It's powered by a brushless motor that doesn't slow down under pressure, and it's built with the kind of features that matter when you're on the job: variable speed trigger, die holder that rotates without tools, and a chip collection bag that cuts cleanup time. Weight stays light, so you're not dragging your hand through long cuts, and the LED light gives you visibility where you need it. It fits right into the M18 system too, so you're covered on battery support. For sheet metal pros or anyone who works with curves and corners, this one brings series precision without slowing you down. Now, this is where Milwaukee flexes. The MX Fuel backpack blower pushes out more force than a 63cc gas blower and does it without the noise, fumes, or fuel hassle. You're getting 800 CFM and 190 miles per hour with 30 newtons of force, which gives you the power to move heavy debris fast. Runtime stays solid too, 20 to 45 minutes on a single MX Fuel HD 12.0. No cords, no idle, no warm-up. Just throw in a battery, adjust the harness, and get going. It feels well balanced, and you can tweak the fit at your back, arm, and nozzle length for less fatigue through the day. You can also control speed and lock settings through the OneKey app. That lets you dial in power for the job or even lock out the blower for security. Commercial crews have been leaning into this, not just for the force, but for how much smoother it makes the daily grind. More control, less fuel mess, and a better pace from morning to wrap up. This one's made for pros who want corded power without dragging cords. The Milwaukee M18 Fuel rear handle circular saw pushes 6,000 RPM and holds that speed under pressure. With the red lithium forged 12.0 battery, you're looking at up to 700 cuts per charge, so you can rip through framing all day without swapping packs. It feels solid in hand, thanks to the magnesium shoe and guards.
At the same time, it stays light enough for overhead or all-day cutting. The bevel stops and depth detents are easy to reach and click in with no second guesses. And the rafter hook lets you hang it up wherever you're working. No more bending down to grab it off the floor. An LED light helps when you're lining up cuts in dark corners, and there's an electric brake that stops the blade right after you let go of the trigger. It's fast, efficient, and made for everything from framing to remodels. Plus, it fits into the full M18 system, so you're always covered on battery support. That's it for this month's new releases.
Thanks for watching our videos. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends if you found our video helpful. Subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this.